friendship lessons we learned from The Sims. If you grew up playing The Sims, you probably remember spending hours building dream houses, trapping Sims in swimming pools, and trying desperately to stop kitchen fires. But underneath all the chaos, The Sims actually taught us a surprising amount about friendship. In fact, the game placed so much value on friendship that your Sims practically couldn't succeed without it. Want a promotion? Better make some friends. Want to stay happy? Better make some friends. Want your Sim to stop having a complete emotional meltdown? Yep, make some friends. Looking back, The Sims may have been teaching us some surprisingly good life lessons. Lesson 1. Friends and fun are just as important as food and sleep. One thing that always stood out in The Sims was that your Sims' social and fun meters were treated just as seriously as their hunger and energy meters. If your Sim was lonely, they suffered. If they never had fun, they suffered. If they spent all their time working and ignored their social life, they became miserable. At the time, it seemed like just another game mechanic. But modern research has shown that strong social connections are linked to better physical health, greater happiness, and even longer life expectancy. Maybe The Sims developers were onto something. Lesson 2. Friendships are like plants. One of the most memorable friendship quotes from The Sims was, "Friendships are like plants. If you don't water them, they die." Honestly, that's not bad advice. Friendships don't usually disappear because of one big dramatic event. More often, they fade slowly. A missed call here, a canceled coffee date there, a few months of being busy. Then suddenly, it's been 2 years since you've spoken. The Sims reminded us that friendships require maintenance. A text message, a visit, a phone call, a little quality time. Just enough water to keep the friendship growing. Lesson 3. Small gifts can mean a lot. Remember when a Sim would show up at your door carrying a gift? Maybe flowers, maybe chocolates, maybe some random decorative item that didn't match your furniture at all? But the gesture always mattered. Real life works the same way. You don't need to spend a lot of money to make someone feel appreciated. Fresh vegetables from your garden, a batch of homemade cookies, a funny souvenir from a vacation, a book you think they'd enjoy. Small gifts often communicate something powerful. I was thinking about you. Lesson 4. Friends can help you reach your goals. Anyone who played the original Sims remembers the dreaded promotion requirements. You couldn't just work hard. You also needed friends. Lots of them. At the time, it felt unfair. Now it feels strangely realistic. In real life, friendships often open doors. Friends tell us about job opportunities. They introduce us to new people. They support our projects. They volunteer when we need help. And sometimes they simply listen while we complain about work after a long day. Success is rarely a solo mission. The Sims figured that out years ago. So, was The Sims secretly a friendship simulator? Maybe. Sure, it was a life simulation game, but it also constantly reminded us that relationships matter, that friendships need attention, that having fun isn't a waste of time, and that life tends to go a little better when you have people around who care about you. Not bad life advice from a game famous for speaking complete gibberish. Final thoughts. Looking back, The Sims taught us a lot more than how to design kitchens and remove pool ladders. It taught us that friendship is one of the most important parts of a happy life. What friendship lessons do you remember learning from The Sims? And if you're looking to build new friendships in real life, check out friendmatch.com and start connecting with people who share your interests.